Hello there, my friends. It is that time. I'm taping this today on the 18th as we have a new moon in Pisces. This is happening, I think, while Mercury is still in retrograde. So even though we know very often with new moon energy, we think about our manifestations, new intentions, things that we want to get rolling and get going on. And with Mercury still in that retrograde period, might not be a time to just go for it. But with a new moon in Pisces, definitely what I kept hearing as I was preparing the decks and preparing these spreads for you is being bold, knowing that we're on the cusp of going into Aries season. So that boldness, that willingness to act on your dreams with that Pisces energy, but also a lot of emotional depth. And so think about, the messages that you're about to get here around being brave in your emotions. That's what I kept hearing, because with Aries, there's a lot of bravery there. And with Pisces, there is, feeling and dreaming and seeing things on a deeper level, feeling things on a deeper level, and giving yourself permission to feel the feelings, right? All right, so that's it. I've got the three stacks in front of me. If you are new, you're just landing here. These are my pick a card readings. There's a lot of decks that I use here, so to save time, I pull the cards ahead of time before I start taping, but I have not seen these cards. So I'm always very, fascinated and interested to see what kinds of messages come forward from Spirit as well. And then I try to make sense of it for you all. So really happy you're here. Take a moment. And this will be pile number 1. And it is this green Aventurine. That's pile number 1. For pile number 2, it is this beautiful piece of rose quartz. All right, pile number 2, rose quartz. And pile number 3, nice, gorgeous piece of Chrysocolla. All right, so just take a moment, take a breath. And again, if you've been with me before, you know how this works. There's no right or wrong. It really is about just following what you feel pulled to. Many people listen to all 3 piles and get messages. Some listen to 2. Some just go zero in on 1. Just pay attention to what you're feeling and what your intuition is calling you to. All right. That said, we're going to go ahead and go in on pile number 1. Those of you who were drawn to this jade heart. All right, pile number 1. Let's see what your messages for this new moon in Pisces are. You're starting out with the Page of Swords. So thinking some things through and talking about new moon energy, new thoughts, new plans, new directions. I even love that the formation of the birds there. So Page, and then you've got the Ace of Swords, doubling down on that. So this is a really, if you were drawn to this pile number 1, this is a really active time for you mentally and how you express yourself, talking about emotions, but how you express yourself. And so your affirmations, your journaling, the conversations, what you read, even communications that you take in, very important right now. 7 of Wands, courageous. Spirit said, be bold. So we're thinking about going into Pisces season, being bold in your desires, being bold in your thoughts, not hesitating to say what you mean and express yourself, even if it's going in a new direction. And you've got the 10 of Wands because you've done a lot of work and you may be feeling really pulled to get some relief, to let some things out, to feel like you're validated, to feel like it's okay to have these thoughts. It's okay to go in a new direction because aces are also potential. And the Ace of Swords. So there's a potential that you're feeling to go in a new direction, to do something different. And it's something that you feel really passionate about because the 7 of Wands is a stand your ground card. It is a strength card. It is where your emotions, what you feel, this is something very strong. And it could also be something that has been building within you for a really long time that now it's time to let it out. It could be a book. It could be a project. It could be a conversation that you've been waiting to have with somebody or you're ready to have with somebody. It could be you showing up in meeting spaces and just being more visible and more expressive. And now I'm going to get to your oracles. Let's see what this is, what, we're going to flush out what this energy is. The spirit of the river, movement toward adventure. All right. You see that? Movement toward adventure. Breaking out of a mold, or if you've been feeling stuck lately, and if you've been feeling like you're not sure, if there's been some self-doubt where you get ideas to do something and then life gets in the way, and you kind of look up and time has gone by, spirit is saying, the spirit of the river, it's time to get flowing with it. And talk about in Pisces, this watery energy, it's time to get going, pile number one. You've got intuition that comes, which is really also powerful for this new moon in Pisces. It's intuition versus fear. Connect to your soul and trust yourself and source. You see that? Trusting yourself and source right now. You are definitely ready for like the next level of whatever is going on with especially in your mental processes. What you've been, some of you have been, it looks like perhaps taking courses, doing a lot of reading, doing a lot of studying, having conversations with people, and it's got you stirred up. And Spirit is saying what it's done is really opened up your intuition so that you're ready to move. It's one thing to sit and think. It's another thing to then start putting those thoughts into movement, the Seven of Wands. You've got the quantum field that comes up, the invisible field of information that exists beyond this space and time. That is also a very Piscean kind of energy because it is about expanding to what could be, all the possibilities that are waiting for you in taking this adventure, pile number one. And the quantum field is, again, the invisible field. So it's like what you have not seen yet, but what you recognize is possible. Again, I'm really drawn to that flock of birds that are in that V formation together. And the fact that with that spirit of the river, movement towards something, you've actually already started to move, but you don't see where it's going. And that's okay. That's why you follow your intuition. And that's why you also have this sense of bravery that Spirit is saying is available to you. When I heal, the world heals. All right, now, you see that? When I heal, the world heals. I think some of you have had some experiences, or you are in a state of assessing what your experiences are relative to the world around you, and you feel like you've got something to offer with this expressive energy coming up, and you're putting it together. It's beautiful. You're putting it together, and it's reached a state of fullness. It's ready to be birthed. That Ten of Wands, you've been carrying it, and you're ready to let it out. You're ready to speak on it and so this is a card of encouragement because Spirit is saying, as you heal, as you do this, as you give it expression, you start the business, you write in the journal, you start the podcast or the YouTube channel, you get on social media and become more active and use your voice to have your platform. When you heal, as you do that, the world heals. You're not being selfish. You're not trying to just draw attention to yourself. There's a larger framework for it. Even I'm noticing the ladybug that's on here, like bringing you luck. This is potential that Spirit is saying you've had for quite some time because of that Ten of Wands. It's been building in you for quite a while, and now there's a desire to just be brave enough to follow your intuition. You don't need anybody else's validation or giving you the okay to go out and do this work. You have a chamber of inspiration that comes for you, pile number one. A chamber of inspiration. This be aware, especially with this new moon in Pisces. Pay attention not only to your sleeping dreams, but your waking dreams. right? It's okay to sit down and literally craft what would my world look like right now if I just went for it. What is it that would take shape if I just went for it? And you've got the moon. Definitely, this is a powerful time for you. And it's not just this new moon in Pisces, it's also about following the cycles of the moon, going from an idea that has yet to take shape or is just in the beginning stages to the fullness of it. There's a sort of a loving embrace that spirit is saying that things do take time. It's been building and things do take time. Things do go in cycles, but right now you are in an interesting cycle of being ready to take that launch. They're saying don't even worry about seeing the proof of it at this time. Operate in the quantum field, operate in that field of possibility, and in the field of what you know could be that chamber of inspiration. Read your books, say your prayers, listen to your music, take walks, do the things that inspire you, because that's what helps you launch and go into the adventure. It says conserve. May you find the balance. Some of you may be feeling like when you may be the type of people that when you decide to go for it, you go all in, right? And that can lead to burnout. That can be taking on too much at one time. Because this is also a balancing between the old and the new. Talk about bravery in your emotions, being bold in your self expression and owning your emotions. But in doing that, you're also striking a balance. There's no need to rush all the way in. It's more about understanding the cycles that your life has taken and really absorbing. This is movement toward adventure, not that you're already in the midst of it. This is a time where you are tuning into your inspiration and your intuition, because whatever you do decide to move forward on, it's not just going to help you, it's going to help the world around you. And that's also why I think you got the moon in those cycles, because once you get going in this, whatever this dream is, whatever this next phase of your own self development even is, it's going to continue. Immerse yourself. Oh my gosh, training, learning new hobbies and passions. If that does not tie in, and you know all these cards are different decks, okay? So there you have it. Further confirmation, pile number one, that for you right now, it is about immersing yourself into whatever gives you inspiration. A new method, reading tarot, learning more about Reiki, doing a pendulum, visiting your metaphysical store or a metaphysical store, either in person if there's one near you or online virtually. There are many good shops online. It's something that really pulls you. Your intuition is going to tell you what really you need to follow, because you're building to a point where now you're going to be ready to launch. Underneath the lizard skin, this is transformation. Underneath the lizard skin, this is deeply transformative. And lizards are also fire energy. So there is a transformation that you're undergoing. And Spirit is saying, give yourself the time and the energy. This is a time to immerse yourself in discovering what it is that's really pulling you, so that you can get ready to birth it and give it out into the world. That Ace of Swords and that Page of Swords. I'm feeling again for a lot of you, this is around writing, speaking in groups, doing workshops, podcasting, even informally, just showing up in groups where your voice becomes a part of a collective voice. Go for your dreams. You couldn't ask for a better card in relation to a new moon in Pisces. Pile number one, go for your dreams. Go for it. And also notice there, I'm drawing, there's that shadowy aspect of it. So again, for you all, it's like dreams taking shape. And in order for them to really take shape and be ready then to launch, it's you taking stuff in right now in a very emotional way. What moves you, what really gets you stirred up and passionate, okay? And your gemstone that will help you right now is a tiger's eye. Protection, creativity, and grounding. Tiger's eye. And I love that because, again, we're going into Aries, which is fiery energy. It says on the back here, this is the chakra, is the solar plexus chakra. It's very tied to Leo and Capricorn, being determined to do what you're going to do. It's a protective stone. It brings good luck, and it has the power to clear our emotions, focus the mind, clearing the emotions, focus the mind, bringing mental clarity. It balances yin and yang energies within us and the world around us. Courage, health, and protection. And an herb you might be drawn to is mullein. You see that reference to mullein. I'm going to try to hold that still in case you want to screenshot that. All right. So there you have it, pile number one. Really, really, in the context of Pisces energy, really, it is dreamy, but it's dreams that take shape for you all. It is taking what is in the quantum field. And part of the magic of the quantum field is it's not just about what's invisible out there, but it's, and beyond space and time, but it's understanding the possibilities of what are out there so that you can attune yourself to it and begin to manifest it. All right. And think about that tiger's eye. All right. Pile number one. I hope that was helpful. I'd love to hear your reactions to that and how that may have pinged. And I wish you the absolute best. And I'm going to move on now to pile number two. Those of you who were drawn to the rose quartz. Let's see this new moon in Pisces for you. You've got the World and the Hierophant. Wow. Okay. You've mastered something. You've definitely mastered something. You've done a lot of work, and maybe this is a lot of work on self-love because you were drawn to the rose quartz, but you've done a lot of work, and Spirit is acknowledging that, and also the fact that you've reached a stage of completion or graduation, or like you're ready to move into the next chapter of it. For some of you as well, this is broadening your horizons around your concepts of love and the teachings, or meeting with a teacher or a mentor who helps you see love in a different perspective, who changes your outlook and broadens your outlook around it. But let's see, I cannot wait. 5 of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Because you are taking charge of what you have been told that may feel like there are certain conflicts around it. Some of you are giving yourselves permission to break away from the world, break away from the dynamics of conflicting information around what you believed love is. You're definitely growing beyond that. And the Ace of Pentacles is confirming that. It's taking shape for you. In this new moon in Pisces energy, your understanding of love, your mastery of it, your pursuit of it, the opportunities that you see to be loved, to witness it is the word Spirit just gave me. To witness it, to bear witness to it, to express it in a different way than maybe you were told or trained. You're going beyond that. You have the Dragon's Hoard, protecting the future. You see that? Protecting the future. There's a radical shift here in becoming your own authority. Because what you see, many of you, if you were drawn here, this is not just about a personal aspect of love and being loved for you. You are somebody who is concerned with love as a healing force, love as source, love as divine energy, love being the most powerful, because even coming in dragon's energy, love being and protection, protecting the future. You see love as a force, not for manipulation, not for characterization, but but as something that is literally a vibrant force within the world that needs to be protected now more than ever. You've got feel emotions, which is absolutely amazing in this new moon in Pisces. It says understanding emotions, your inner guidance, and validating yourself. That's that Five of Swords energy coming to bear. And again, I think because you got that Hierophant in the world starting out, pile number two, you are definitely morphing. I even love the way these colors are blending together with that dragon sword and feeling your emotions. If you were taught something really restrictive around your faith, your beliefs, and how that related to how you experience love in the world, that is definitely coming to a head right now. That is definitely with that world that you are beginning to recognize, if you have not done so already. It's time for you to develop your own and recognize your own emotions around either what you have not received, what you feel was lacking in regards to love and being loved, but also how that has been reflected back to you through the world. If you were taught constantly self-sacrifice or putting others, well, that is self-sacrifice, putting others above yourself. Sometimes when bad things happen, that was a soul contract, or you did something and you weren't deserving of it. This is this is definitely breaking out of that, because in the future there's a new chapter coming for you. All right, you have living on the edge. You have something important to do, so focus on detoxing. Wow. Okay, again, it's this stripping away of something that either you were taught or experienced. For many of you, again, because I know sometimes the Hierophant can refer to our religious training or beliefs or indoctrination. So you're breaking out of that. You're like, there was more to that. I'm going to step away because there's a new beginning for me. And in Pentacles, it's I'm going to live it, see it, taste it, touch it, smell it. I'm ready to experience feeling the emotions. I'm ready to have a different experience in connection with love. I don't accept those limitations anymore. I accept my life exactly as it is. Look at that. No regrets, no blame, no self-blame, no resentment toward others for what you may have been taught or what you may have experienced in regards to love up until this point. There's an acceptance here, and that's what allows you to feel the emotions, because for you it's all systems going ahead, the world, a state of completion. The tall poppy, you are ready to grow past this phase, or what had been a phase for you. The tall poppy, like literally blooming. That even ties to the world, blooming beyond the conditioning that you had, and being able to accept yourself exactly as you are. Doesn't matter if you're a couple pounds overweight, or you've got a certain way of being that you have always wanted to change, or maybe people were, it's been a hindrance to you. Doesn't matter right now. What matters is that self-acceptance, seeing yourself blooming, and feel what you feel, stepping away from any state of confusion or listening to different opinions of others that have impacted you, because this is self-acceptance, so you can bloom. You've got release and it's showing as the last quarter moon, but it signals release, letting go. Feel your emotions, letting go, moving on of anything that has been hindering your perception of yourself as someone who is lovable, someone who embraces faith around love, going back to that Hierophant, faith around love, faith around your experience of love and safety in the world. And it's a fresh start. It's a fresh start for you. There's an offering that comes here, and it says, may you honor the earth. So this would be a good time for you, pile number 2, to get in touch with something in nature. And it says offering. You might even want to, I'm seeing some of you like just take something out in nature, like put with that pentacles, leave a couple, say a wish in a penny. We toss coins into a fountain and make a wish. This could be make a wish and leave that offering in nature. A coin, a pouring libation, a cup of water or juice or something, coffee, into the earth to plant this new seed that brings you love. You've got the sirens that come. Use your voice, expansion and freedom. Freedom from restriction, freedom from judgment, freedom from fear, and freedom from needing validation. This 5 of Swords is drawing me back to some of you have just been and we all do it, heavily conditioned. We want approval, we want validation from others and affirmations and all of that, but this is use your voice and expansion and freedom to determine your own definitions of what being lovable and being able to show your love is like, being able to protect your future and feeling like your future is going to be okay. Some of you are really deeply concerned about the state of the world right now. And you almost feel a responsibility, perhaps, to play a role in solidifying the love that's still doable and possible in the world. This is not just for you personally, but this is on a larger scale. And that's exactly what Spirit is saying for you to do. But to do it, you've got to release any outworn, outdated conditioning around the authority, Hierophant, the authority that you have within you. Use your voice, expansion and freedom. You have surfing rainbows on the moon. I love that. That's freedom. That's, using this energy in the moon and being playful, being open, being, being free. Talk about freedom in that card. Being free to surf the moon, feel the emotions, being free to feel the emotions. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to run out of room here. Let me pull those down because we got a few more cards. All right. Like just going for it, but in a playful way, knowing that you are protected. Wow. Knowing that you're ready to shine. And also those two, now that I'm looking at those together, your offering to spirit, to earth, nature could be flowers. Like, plant some flowers or put some flowers at the base of a tree or something where it's about blooming. And especially as we get into spring, blooming and having fun with it. It says here, become a clear channel. You see that? That's your mission if you choose to accept it, pile. And I love that it's even all that pink that's in there with that rose quartz that you were drawn to. Become a clear channel. Use your voice, expansion, freedom, becoming a clear channel. Because your opinion, your authority, your knowledge, your ability to plant new seeds so that you are playing a role in protecting the future. It's all there. And it is what you're supposed to do. whatever it is inside of you that you think and are feeling, surfing on the moon, going with it, seeing what comes to you, what appeals to you, that is definitely a part of your path right now, pile number 2. All right? And something that will help you at this time, it says petrified wood, grounding, stability, and calm. I'm drawn to that because you've got that nature card as well with that offering. So petrified wood comes for you. And I'm going to give some information on the back. It says it's for the root chakra, nature, astrological signs, Leo and Virgo. And it says a petrified wood is a stone of transformation. It carries a safe, secure, and calming energy. It helps slow things down and enhance patience. It grounds us and anchors our spiritual self into the physical realm. So it's for renewal, grounding, tradition, Hierophant, and kindness. Wow. Let me hold that up and I'll try and hold it still in case you want to screenshot it. All right. Petrified wood. All right. Pile number 2. Wow. That was lovely. That was really, really lovely. And there's a lot of wisdom that you've gained in relation to what love really is and how it impacts you and it impacts the world around you. And you've got something to say about that or something to do about it with that becoming a clear channel. All right, pile number 3. Those of you who were drawn to the Chrysocolla, let's see this new moon in Pisces. What comes for you? You have the 5 of Pentacles. All right. Are you feeling a little isolated? Is there perhaps some financial stuff going on? Or because this is more of an emotional reading even, is there something lacking emotionally, emotional support? Let's see what comes here. King of Wands. What is it that you want to do that you may be feeling a little pulled back from right now? Let's keep going. You've got the 8 of Cups, a need perhaps to move on from something that you've been holding on to or something that has diminished in some way in your life. And this King of Wands is pushing you to move beyond it. You've got the 8 of Pentacles. And that's 2 8s that come back to back. Wait a minute. Let's get this going here. 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. You're mastering your emotions, number 1. You were drawn to this Chrysocolla. You're mastering your emotions around a period of life that may have left you feeling either financially not supported, emotionally not supported, community not supported, but there's more for you. And this King of Wands could, for some of you, it could be someone in your life or coming into your life that's going to be transformational. Notice that the King of Wands in mini decks will come with a lizard representing fire and representing transformation. You're coming out of a stage of emotional growth, moving on from something. Some of you may have had a breakup in a job, a friendship, some other kind of relationship. You may be living somewhere where you're not quite feeling connected to others, whatever's feeding that 5 of Pentacles energy. But there's mastery there, and that mastery is emotional mastery. And the number 8 is very important for you right now. 8 as in infinity, even perhaps. You've got a perfect storm, the courage to step into life. And I'm even noticing that comes up as the number 44, which if we did add that up, it would be another 8, wouldn't it? You're ready. Pile number 3, you are definitely ready. The courage to step into life. This isolation and this having to master your emotions, if you've been through a tough time, the courage to step into life, you're moving beyond it. And I am so sorry. Of course, here come the landscapers as I'm talking. You might hear a little buzz in the background. I'll try and speak louder. You've got relating. All right. Self reliance. And also there it goes back to I think what this 5 of Pentacles is talking about for you all, being able to relate mostly to yourself. If there's been a reliance on others to support you, to validate, to, especially for those of you, if this is some energy around the workplace or around your family or even a romantic relationship. But the relating spirit is bringing you back to the reality of relating first and foremost to yourself, the courage to step into life. There's something within you, King of Wands with that transformative lizard there. There's something within you, or there's someone who is coming into you or around you, into your life or around you, that's going to encourage you to really look at all that energy that bursts forth from her, right? And going into her third eye so that then it can come out of that heart chakra and express. Relating. It's really you are going to experience, or at least this energy around you right now wants you to experience, pile number 3, more. That is the bottom line. Wants you to experience more. And that's why you're getting that courage to step into life. Because if there's some, whatever made you have to go through that struggle, that 8 of Cups, to move on, job, relationship, getting past a period of grief, disagreements, even spiritual growth. Spiritual growth can be very, as you grow and change and transform, and then others don't come with you, whether that's a spouse, a sibling, a child, in the workplace, things that make you feel different. But that's why you've got that relating there, because there is more coming toward you that you will be able to relate to. You've got things are finally looking up. The worst is behind you, so look forward to a much happier life. I'm sure who wouldn't be, delighted to get that card. But also notice pile number 3, the confirmation that you're getting there. What you have mastered in mastering your emotions to move on. Here's the payoff. Things are looking up. In this new moon in Pisces, things are looking up. It is that's why the in fact I'm being led to put that over here near the King of Wands energy. Things are looking up. Things are changing. The work that you have done and the dedication that you've shown is moving you forward, and things are looking up. The worst is behind you. The worst is behind you. You've got movement helps my energy and emotions to flow. So I feel like for some of you, this is literally movement, paying more attention to your physical movement, going for walks, dancing, stretching, doing some yoga, just how you breath work, even how you move within your body and how you move energy within your body. Because as your emotions flow, you've got that 8 of Cups moving forward, right? Releasing, being ready to move into a next chapter, mastering through that 8 of Pentacles, working at it, being diligent about it, and growing yourself. This movement in your body actually gets your energy flowing. You've got the beauty way. So this movement could even be anything that makes your body feel more pampered, more beautiful. It could be a regimen, I just heard. Like whatever you do in your hygiene, in your physical hygiene, and in your dress, how you, how you adorn yourself, your jewelry, how you look at yourself and reflect upon yourself. This is also a part of the movement. It's not just, exercise per se, but this is movement, moving toward a routine. The beauty way says that's a pathway, that's a routine. So what is your routine, pile number 3, as you are moving on and mastering yourself, right? As you are, things are looking up, things look up faster. The courage to step into life is this beauty way. There's something here where your perception of yourself is changing, your ability to relate to your own beauty. Because in this energy, you may have been put through something that made you doubt your beauty, that made you doubt your attractiveness. This could even be in the law of attraction beyond just a physical sense. In Pentacles, this could be your ability to manifest wealth, abundance, people, opportunities, love, all of that. You've got Capricorn, persistence. Persistence, pile number 3. And that goes back to when I was getting the impression from Spirit with that beauty way being a pathway. This isn't just something that you do in this moment. This is something that you do from here on, right? This is something that you adapt from here on. The courage to step into life. The worst is behind you. This is the persistence that you've had or exhibited that's paying off. That's the good things are looking up. The worst is behind you. But this will also require persistence. All right? I hope that makes sense. Timing comes up for you. Maybe this be the right moment. Well, it says things are looking up. Things are looking up. And look at that sky. That skyline. Past the clouds and the sun bursts through. That's a beautiful confirmation. That is a beautiful confirmation for you. Like literally, spirit is like bringing energy. And they're saying it's timing, which is also probably why you just got this message around persistence. Because spirit is just reminding you, listen, we recognize that some of this may have taken some time for you to work your way through it. But you're right there at the worst is behind you. You're at the other end. The clouds are breaking and the sun is coming through. You see that? You have a planetary wave and it says soul mission, trust your inner call and your soul team. So this also is where I think Spirit is saying for you all, what you are feeling, many others are feeling as well. And that somehow that helps you through this time and this process because you recognize that you weren't being singled out, pile number 3. You were actually experiencing something that on a planetary level, right, is helping so many people recognize their soul mission. And you among them, recognizing your soul mission and your inner call. And this is a time to really work with your soul team, to discover your beauty, to be persistent, to get into the flow and movement and moving on so that you can experience the abundance that, for whatever reason, abundance of connections, money, love, health, even, that's where you are. That's what you're entitled to, the courage to step into life, right? Relating to this more beautiful aspect of yourself and recognizing that it is almost like this is divine order. A planetary wave says it's time, right? It's timing. Things are in divine order. And the timing of you now reaching into this healed, beautiful arts and, excuse me, doing a lot of talking today. Beautiful part of your life. That's what you're there. That's what's coming. A painting joy across the sky. Second sky image or sky message around for you. It's a time of joy. The worst is behind you. It's a time of joy. Painting joy across the sky. You might even find yourself really benefiting from getting outdoors and paying attention to the sky above you, seeing the representation of the sun and energy from the sky, from birds, from freedom, life, signs of life. That could be really, really beneficial for you right now. And it says here, do what you love. All right. That's your direct message from Spirit. Do what you love, pile number 3. It's time. Do what you love. And that also is the beauty way. I'm getting in the scope of this nature coming here. Also, the beauty way could be travel. The beauty way could be going to parks or appreciating the beauty of nature, the planetary wave even. It's personal, but it's also reflective of the world around you. Spirit is drawing your attention to the beauty in the world around you and to do what you love, giving yourself permission to do what you love. A gemstone that will help you right now is rhodonite. Gratefulness, confidence, and support. Rhodonite. Okay? And it's got a message on the back. I'll give you that. Rhodonite. And it's for the heart chakra. And Taurus is a sign that it comes for. And it says rhodonite is a stone of compassion, and it helps to balance our emotions while healing scars of the past. Wow. It helps provide support to the heart chakra and reminds us of our soul's purpose, your soul's team. Reminds us of our soul's purpose. It ignites our true passions, passion, life experience, and balance. The courage to step into life. Let me hold that up. Try to be still in case you want to screenshot it. Okay? Or you can just certainly look it up. A lot of information on the web around rhodonite. All right, pile number 3. The worst is over. Timing, for sure. Spending some time in nature. Seeing yourself as a reflection of the beauty of nature. And knowing that there is so much more. That King of Wands, whether that is you taking charge of your transformation, and so that you can feel more passionate, do what you love, feeling more passionate about this next phase of life in the coming months and perhaps years, and get you some rhodonite, or at least study up on it and see how it might be beneficial to you. All right? All right, pile number 3. I hope that was helpful. I'd love to hear your comments and feedback on it. And I absolutely wish you the best. All right, that's it for today for the New Moon in Pisces reading. I'll talk to you all soon. Thank you so much. Bye.